raining really bad. Would you like me to put that back? You can put it in Max's seat. You just tried to hit me. Anyway, we're having a bad feeling that it's going to rain the entire time because that's all it's done. Well, pretty much all morning. I have no idea what exactly was done. So I went to go back up after I picked up Max from Ashley at work. My camera wouldn't work, and I just got my car back yesterday at like 3 something. I just put, see, hands are clean. So, they told me yesterday that they thought the camera lines were being pinched. Well, if they were being pinched, that could be, they could have broke. Today happens to be raining. A couple of the times it went out, it happened to be raining. We think maybe the camera could be not meant for water, but it hasn't always been wet. When it's done it, Anthony seems to think environmentally it could have got some moisture to it. So we're not sure exactly what's going on, and so my go-to person at the dealership just apologized a little bit ago. He's like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, are you the one that put it in or quote unquote fixed it? I was like, no, it's not on you. So I don't know if that or what to do next, because that can only be fixed on Wednesdays. So that means almost another week of waiting for it to get fixed. It did come back on, so I went to go take a video and the video cut off. I don't know what happened, but as I was trying to show the date to prove today it was today's, the video cut it off, so when I sent it to him it had nothing. So I stopped again, and this is after, going a couple blocks. I put it in reverse and it wouldn't come on again, but then when I got to Joni's it came back on again. Excuse me. Oh, my ears. We are definitely getting going later. I had to call the place we stayed last time, the Fisher House, because I knew they would have the answer. And if you ever call lodging, they never return phone calls. At least they've never returned ours. And I think I've gotten to talk to them once, and that was because I called the clinic and they sent me in through a back door. So I could talk to them because there was no lodging, and we were like an hour outside of Portland.
Yep.
And so, yeah. So I just called Fisher House. I said, we scheduled this last week Thursday specifically, and look at, it's overflowing into the stuff. We're under flood warnings. And so we should have gotten a letter by now, but we have not. And so I called to make sure before we got too far. And too far meant we were still in Milton. So we do have lodging. We're in Tigert, which it's the usual place we stay. We prefer it. I know how to get to the VA without having to get on the highway, which in the mornings, highway, that's I-5, it's stop and go. And so it only takes me a few minutes to get over there. And I don't know if you can see Anthony, but this is pretty much all I've seen all morning.
It is not. You're seeing the top of my head, depending on what angle you're at.
I don't get these young kids and their obsession.
I didn't shave. I'm not that young.
Yeah, we were literally talking about him shaving because there was a funny poll that Lex... So it wasn't funny until Lex got in on it. So he put in the group chat with Mom, Connor, himself, Lex, and I, taking a poll at work if I should shave or not, and it was like yes or no. Well, Lex added an addendum to it, another piece of the poll. I had already voted by that point, and because I said no, and Lex is like, what did her say? Don't let the kids at school bully you or something.
Yep.
I laughed hysterically and then voted for that one too. Mom, so everybody outvoted me. What about at work? Was I outvoted?
It seemed the female consensus was to shave, and then the guys were split.
Well, yeah, because Andrew is shaven.
He does that die-hard 5 o'clock shadow thing.
And then Tartar Sauce is not shaven.
Right.
And then your boss, Vince, is shaven.
Right.
So, oh, and then that short older guy, I don't know his name.
Right, he shaves.
I knew he shaved, I just don't know his name. What is his name? So I can forget it again. You don't know his name.
Maybe.
Ed.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Is that his name?
I just don't know that everybody's name needs to be involved.
Oh my god, I can bleep it out. Who cares on their name?
Well,
It's a name.
nicknames are one thing, actual names are
Okay,
different.
so there are people at the VA who shave and who don't shave.
Exactly.
So if you'd like to shave them, I don't know why, go ahead. It's the Walla Walla VA. Cody, who also works at the VA, does not shave either. Or trim it.
Yeah, first name's one thing, nickname's different. Just saying.
I've said everyone's first name.
No, really? Tartar sauce? First off, if you're
That's a
going to use
nickname.
if you're going to use the nickname, you do it correctly.
Nope, that's my nickname for him.
You don't get to nickname him. You don't know him well enough.
I nicknamed him. It's too late.
Anyway.
So, there's only 2 girls there since we can't say their names.
Oh, sure.
Girl 1 and 2,
Protect the girls under there. And
Carly and Susan.
And we have multiple women that actually come through there because nurses are visiting all the damn time.
Is it telling me to walk? Yeah, 19 steps left.
All right, so step out and go for a walk. We're only doing, 50 down this road? Whatever.
65.
Close enough.
I'll just hop out really quick. Get those 19 steps, sit back down. I don't think the cop behind us will mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, so...
No, because I don't think Susan was there at that point.
Okay. So, what won at work? Shave or not shave?
Okay, so Carly was for everybody shaving. Some of the nurses that came in were for shaving because they were trying to get their husbands to shave as well because it's getting into spring. And they know that this is the only opportunity they're going to get to see everybody shaven, because once it gets to August, everybody stops shaving for November, and they want to make sure that they have full growth for November.
That is so silly.
Yeah. Anyway.
You shaved in November, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but this comes back, not necessarily too quickly, but not necessarily too slowly either.
Right.
And unfortunately, I don't grow as epic a beard as some. However, it is better than others.
I wanted to get you this beard straightener. I was like, hey, Ashley, we can save money if we buy more than one. She's like, yeah, I already tried. Cody said no. I'm just a name dropper today. Look at that.
Yeah, you're really, really bad about that.
Really, first names are one thing. I wasn't like, hey, his name is Cody Buttenheimer. I couldn't think anything else.
Anyway.
It's Cody Buttenheimer Fix.
The point still remains. I don't know, there's just so much to do with one, but at the same time, it didn't help that one of the texts that we did have come through on loan to us had full beard, and then like the last 2 weeks he was there, he just got rid of the whole thing, and he had pretty epic beard.
Adam?
Yeah, we will call him Adam. And it threw us all off because he was gone for a couple, 3 days of vacation leave, and then when he came back, when he came back, like the top of his head looked right, his build was fine, and it's just that middle section, it was like, wait. So, of course, I greet everybody, so I'm like, hey, how's it going? And then he spoke, and I'm like, oh, okay, I know you.
So I'm so not for him shaving, and he has yet to answer the question.
What?
What one at work? Shave or no shave?
Oh, if I just go by work, no shave.
Okay, so the poll at our group chat was shave.
Right.
Because his mom is all for it, and that's so gross. I am not for it, and Lex just made me lose it with the don't let the kids at school bully you. And she like put her hand on his shoulder when she came home to comfort him.
Yeah. She also voted for shave.
Yeah.
So...
Then he gave me crap because I told him it doesn't matter what everybody else voted. I'm his wife. I veto everybody. Which I do. And then I told him I didn't care. And then I told him if he shaved, he'd sit downstairs until he came back.
Which is not fair, by the way.
Dude, if you want to shave, shave. I don't care. It grows back. You just look like a baby.
You don't look like a baby.
You look like a baby. A wee little baby. Thick. Water up here.
Maybe that's why Mom wanted me to shave.
Probably because that means she's getting older. Because you're getting older.
We're not the only ones getting older.
Our kids are too, yeah, so.
Mm-hmm.
Our cats? Two of our cats are over a year. Oh, actually, I think Bagheera's birthday's this month. Because isn't it, he's older than Tesla?
I think he is. But only by like a couple months.
I think it's a couple weeks, because I think he was like 14 and she was 11. And then she's bigger than him, which I find so funny. She was the scrawny one. And then he was beefy, but I don't think he'll ever be beefy again like he was when he was a baby. He's still needy up the wazoo.
Yeah, now she got a big booty.
she likes to throw around. She has this thing, and have you seen it? Where she'll run, she'll flop over, and she'll slide slightly.
She like throws her hips down first.
And she's our hard walker. You hear her, and
She doesn't walk like a cat.
no, she's Thud City, because you can hear it. Even upstairs, you can hear when she's coming downstairs. You know who's coming downstairs. With Bagheera, you know who's jumping and where he is.
He announces it.
Yeah.
Well, and it goes up in tone if he jumps up, and it goes down in tone if he jumps down.
Have you heard when he realizes I'm awake in the morning?
Oh, yeah.
It's
That one morning.
It's this like inquisitive, like purr meow, because he has to lay on me in the morning, and then he'll follow me to the bathroom, and he'll wait to jump on the counter until I go to flush and stand up. Then he hops up. What are you looking for? Oh.
Close the counter.
Anyway, and his are just cute. Pooh has to go away.
Pooh's a dog.
Have you gotten woke up by him?
Nope.
So Anthony laughed one night because he came to bed later than I was, and I was asleep by this point. Pooh crawls across my neck.
Yep.
All four paws eventually touch my neck. Then he gets to the other side and flops down in my face to go to sleep.
And for those of you who don't know anything about our cats, Pooh weighs about 15, 20 pounds.
I thought I died at one point. And one paw.
Yeah. Pooh's not the light one.
He did it again to me last night. Walked across my neck. And then flopped down. And he won't lay anywhere else on me or near me. So it's fun if I roll over in the middle of the night, because I have to have an open space between Anthony and I's pillows, because though he will lay on the pillow, it's just his head. He is very particular. It cannot be the rest of his body. So if I roll over, he will walk across my neck again and then flop down and go to sleep. Have you caught that one? Yep. So wherever I'm facing, I have to smell him. Thank God, sometimes he doesn't smell. There was that one time we screamed for Lex to come get her cat and clean him. Because he smelled like booty. Because he had poo-poo on him. Oh, and I yell for Anthony as I'm headed to the bathroom before we leave. I said, clean up the litter box before we go. And he walks in there, he laughs hysterically and goes, nope, not cleaning that. Because Tesla went to the bathroom and they put 2 shopping bags and my sock in it.
She's got this weird burying thing.
Food too.
I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that.
Water. Remember she did it with the little Zoom plush? And she drowned Flynn Rider, so we had to wash him.
Yep.
Because she put him in the water bowl.
She doesn't mess with the Stitch one. She only likes that one.
Which I haven't seen that one forever.
I don't know where she hid it.
And who's taken to pulling trash out? Not just food, it's not food trash at all. It's just plastic bits.
The plastic or my packet?
Oh,
Incoming call from middle school. Mobile, press using a phone button to answer.
Hello, this is an important message from Milton Freewater Unified School District. To hear the message now, press 1 or stay on the line.
Hello. This is a message from Central Middle School informing you that your child, Xander Taylor, was marked absent during the following periods. 4 and D. Please come Contact
It's
the attendant.
always 4.
Phone call completed.
Yeah, not sure what's going on with that school.
I don't know. They also let us know that our children haven't been in school at 6 o'clock at night. And my thought is, if your kid is kidnapped, you got hours, depending on when your kid was kidnapped, to where they've got a head start.
Yeah. It's like, thanks for letting us know, 6 o'clock. You know, we've been waiting for him to come in. We've already called, contacted you, been trying to figure out what's going on, and then you let us know. By the way, he didn't show up today.
My stomach hurts. Wow, you can really see the road going up to Dead Man's Pass.
What's it actually called?
That's what the mountain's called. I don't know. So we can't see it because all the clouds are covering it. But there's a town, and I don't know if it's a town, but it's up on the mountain and it's called Tollgate. And they got blizzard conditions up there. And they were having to
Incoming call from middle school. Mobile, press reconnect phone button to answer.
Hello, this is an important message from Milton Freewater Unified.
Hello. This is a message from Central Middle School informing you that your child, Xander Taylor, was marked absent during the following period. 4. Be please.
But that's something this school does too.
Phone call
So
completed.
if, say, all 3 kids miss school one day, I will get a call 8 times on my phone is the most I've ever gotten. Then the house phone just as many times. And then, don't you get them too?
Nope.
You used to. That's new. Anyways, he would get them too, but that would be for a normal amount, 3, 1 per child. I think one day we got 14 on my cell phone. Just repeated calls. Hay bale was attempted to be on fire. I feel like we came home this way, didn't we? Oh, wow. That's dangerous.
Yep.
That is. So, what are we up to? What did I say? 4 feet of extra water, and everything's waterlogged because we got snow in March, most of February, didn't we?
I think so.
And for a little while in March. And so then it turned around to be rainy season, and it just is making for a really bad ground coverage. Look, there's water up here and there's never water over here.
Well, it doesn't help that if we get rain, that melts snow. If we get sunshine, that also melts the snow. So all the snow that we had built up and all the ice that we had built up, I mean, it really doesn't have anywhere to go except for down. And it's not getting absorbed very easily either.
No. Yeah, because there's a lot of flooding. So that one we just passed through, it was rapid. That is definitely going to be unsafe